Hello everybody, welcome back once more to Lucid9. I'm TheOutbackAl.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
And I'm Chibinu.
So where do we want to go next? First we're going to say something.
Extreme carousel.
Extreme carousel it is.
Ooh, Cap, do you see that?
I look to where she's rapidly waving her arm and find myself staring at it. A little carousel. Yeah, it's a bit underwhelming.
No, behind it.
Behind it? I look upward. Behind the kid-friendly circle of ponies is a much larger, much taller carousel with its seats rising into the air as it spins, and the seats are dragons.
We can fly to the 7 seas and beyond, Cap. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Probably someone afraid of heights, which no one in this group seems to be. Well, what are you guys' thoughts?
Sounds great.
You're exempt. You agree to everything Akira says.
I so do not.
I say we go for it. Trying new things is always a great idea.
Doesn't look like all that exciting to me, but I got worse.
I get to have a dragon for a minion.
I look to Wanda and Elizabeth, but they only shrug. Great, time to ride the spinning wheel of death. It's gotta be safer than a roller coaster, right? Are we scared of rides or something?
I don't know.
We trot.
I think so.
We trot briskly, a little too briskly for my taste. What? What?
Oh. Don't you have a fear of heights?
I mean, we did whenever we went up to the Tower of Terror, but
Yeah.
to the line where Akira points excitedly at the carousel.
Hey, Rui, do you see what I see?
I look to where she's pointing. A couple seat, of course.
I don't know what you're saying.
I know what she's saying.
Why, you and Cap should ride together, of course.
What? Why would I want to ride with Yama? He's so fat.
What?
Ow. My pride. Excuse me?
I'm sure she just meant to say that you're big-boned, Cap.
Oh.
I could do this all day.
Oh,
That's definitely not what surprised me.
okay.
I honestly don't see anything of Yama's that can be called fat. So unfair. He doesn't even exercise.
I do, one occasion.
Yeah, when all the planets align and the blue moon rises.
Oh, so you're aware of my schedule.
He was fitted as a bull when he was in track.
You could be a real hotshot if you join track again, Cap.
Oh my god, are they all calling him fat?
And why would I do that?
Good aim with firearms is important.
Oh.
Wow.
She,
That was out of nowhere.
didn't mean that kind of hot shot, Wanda.
What'd she mean?
The attendant chooses that moment to raise the barrier. Rui snaps to attention with a grin that's a little too shiny.
Oh boy, wow! Guess it's time to go. We sure don't want to hold up the line. I really feel like stretching my legs, like elephant leg room. Solo pod for me.
Before anyone else in the group can blink, she immediately leaps into a one-person dragon seat and straps herself in. Behind her, floods of people push past us, struggling to secure the best spots.
Humph. Clearly, Rui hasn't watched enough dramas to know what happens when you defy fate.
What happens?
I have no clue. I haven't watched enough dramas either.
You are just so useful, aren't you?
You die, murdered, cold blood. Blood kicking over the storm drains, and then everything goes over, and it all floods, and they all
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna back away. Right.
You know, you and Rui are really like bad depth perception.
Oh, this feels like a setup to a bad joke.
You look like you're really close, but you're actually not.
Oh.
This might be a novel concept, but Rui and I are independent people. Sometimes we like to do things on our own.
But why do something on your own when you can do it together?
That
Because
sounds
you like space?
that sounds really unhealthy. Just because you can do something together doesn't mean you should.
You strike me as the kind of person who doesn't like to ask for help, Cap.
That's really random.
Not really. See, there's the kind of people who would say just because you can do something alone doesn't mean you should.
excuse me. That means that you can't do anything on your own.
Oh, I don't think it's that. What's the point of life if you never affect other people?
This conversation is taking an interesting turn. I lean in despite myself. What do you mean by that?
Well, if you live as a hermit in the Alps and you don't do a single thing, then the world would be the exact same whether you live or die. So shouldn't you always be looking to affect other people?
Interesting. The crazy Akira has thoughts like this. You can end up having a negative impact, so no, not really. Think about the differences of impact between Stalin versus, I don't know, some random citizen who buys a homeless guy some coffee.
But either way, Cap, that random citizen was still affecting humanity. Doing everything alone seems lonely.
I pause at that. It was at that moment that I knew I fucked up. Yes, it really does.
Hey, you two might want to hurry up before all the seats are taken.
Oh god, we're gonna get stuck next to Elizabeth. We're on it, Your Highness.
Or her.
But when I look up, I notice that all the solo spaces are occupied, leaving only a couple vehicles. Well, it should be pretty simple. Akira and I can ride together, negating the risk of putting up with some idiot stranger. Akira, which one do you want?
We're boarding together?
What, you'd rather be with a stranger?
I always enjoyed the opportunity to make someone's day a little more surreal.
Usually I believe her, but something about her seems unusually fidgety. Come on, I'm not putting up with some random kid who'll barf on me. I hook my arm around hers and pull her into the nearest two-seater, a nice golden dragon with overly long lashes to make it look distinctly feminine. She promptly sits down, face completely blank, and I strap the seatbelt over us. She doesn't say a single word, even when I'm done prepping the vehicle. What's wrong?
On the contrary, what's right?
Pardon?
Nothing.
Okay. She turns her head and stares resolutely out the window so I can't see her face. There's a window? I wait for her to start some random conversation, but she says nothing. Akira? No response. The attendant drops by our car and closes the door. She takes one look at Akira, one look at me, and raises an eyebrow. Girlfriend mad? She seems to be saying. I try to shake my hands in the universal, no, this is not my girlfriend, but she seems to take it as a, I swear I didn't do anything wrong, and only shakes her head as she walks away. Did I make Akira mad? Akira, are you mad?
No.
Oh, okay. More silence. Another attendant's voice drones on as the beginning procedure of the ride. Still nothing from Akira. So how's life? No response. Akira might as well have turned into stone.
Wow.
The ride starts up in a cranky whirl and our vehicle begins to pick up speed, rising into the air. We ascend for a few moments, stopping at a nice intermediate point around 10 feet off the ground. Having fun? Still nothing. What's going on? Hey, Akira!
And they're off. What fine specimens of Draconis Rex gracing the ring. It's no secret that the crowd favorite is the famous Freddy, world champion for the past 120 seasons of the Dragon races. Why, at this very moment, we can see money exchanging hands, because in this fictional world, betting is totally not illegal.
I have no clue where this is coming from, but somehow it's a relief. I'll take a weird Akira over a quiet Akira any day. So, I don't take a genius, it doesn't take a genius to notice that she's completely ignoring me. She won't even glance in my direction. I don't know where I got food from. Yo, Kara.
Come on, Freddy. I didn't raise you to be a loser.
What?
Win this race or I'm grounding you for a month.
She leans forward and slams a firm hand on the neck of our dragon, which startles me. Our steed flies higher as if in response.
That's more like it. Show me that my life savings spent on JPDA certified grass-fed, gluten-free organic carrots will pay dividends.
Aren't carrots for horses?
Some dragons are vegetarian. Are you mocking their dietary sacrifices? I really didn't peg you as such a dragonist person.
What?
You see, I'm the esteemed Sir Angle, trainer of dragons worldwide, and you are just insignificant Sir Caraway.
Why those names?
I'm Angle because I want to be an angel, but no matter how close I get, I can't. And you're caraway because whenever you have a care, you throw it away.
Okay, you know what? Oddly appropriate. At this, Akira seems to renew her determination to ignore me because she turns forward again, renewing the scolding of her erstwhile dragon.
Freddy, you must redeem yourself. There's rising newcomers on the scene, you know. Backwater talents like Rakaf, Liftable, and Hagen are making their respective nations by storm. Taking their respective nations by storm. Don't tell me that your age is getting to you.
I mean, he's been around for at least 120 years, apparently. That's pretty old by my standards.
The end is in sight. Go for the finish, Freddy.
But just as she stands up in her seat, only to be stopped by a belt, and waves one arm dramatically forward, the ride begins to slowly lower, pulling back in speed.
No!
But yes, our time on the ride has come to an end, judging from the deceleration. This seems to push Akira into a frenzy.
I should have known. If you are what you eat, then Freddy just became a JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. And no race could be won by a JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot.
Hang on. How can a carrot be grass-fed? And suddenly it all falls apart. She still doesn't look at me, even as she unbuckles the seatbelt and jumps out of the vehicle. I barely catch her arm as she leaves. Hey, Akira, what's the big deal?
You let go of that arm, Cap.
She suddenly sounds very, very serious. I let go of her arm. You're avoiding me, aren't you?
Avoiding your face is very different from avoiding you, Cap.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that it's time to meet up with the others.
She bounds away before I can stop her. Great. Guess I have to follow along. The rest of the group has reconvened by the map, some noticeably more thrilled than others.
How was it, Billy? Being in a pod by yourself?
Oh, not you too, Miki. Akira, how was it for you?
Me? Oh, Well, I had fun. I sat in a pod with this kid who I convinced to check out Gover Mecker.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure it was good and all, but why don't we do something more exciting?
The clamor of the group is starting to get to me, so I focus on Masato's statement. What do you suggest we try?
You pick something, man.
Oh my god.
Thanks, delegation at its finest. Right. Guess it's time to take another look at this map.
Okay. Okay, yeah, they're going off one by one, so...
Okay. I think we have time to fit another one. What do you guys think?
Probably.
Yeah, why not?
Laser tag is catching my eye.
Alright.
Masato wanted something a little more exciting. A large dome at the corner of the map catches my eye. I tap it for more details. Ultimate Laser Tag Center, brought to you by Lemniscape Site Code, TM.
Lemniscape site code.
TM.
That's the, assets, right?
They're goggles with interactive displays. It gives you stats and targeting cursors and a mini-map so it feels like you're in a video game.
Really?
Yeah, we gotta give it a try.
And he races off to the laser center without a second glance. I guess we're going there. Thankfully, no one seems to have any objections. We arrive at the attraction without any interruptions. It seems boring. Well, I'll say this: we're getting a different screen for once.
Yeah.
We're admitted fairly quickly because our group is large enough to single-handedly create a game.
Okay, we need 2 team captains.
People have been calling me Cap all day.
Hell yeah! Anyone who wants to win, join me. We'll be great at not only shooting stuff, but solving stuff. Join the Harvard assassination crew today.
Harvard assassination crew? What kind of name is that?
Well, that's one team captain. Who shall dare contest him?
He bellows this out like an announcer of some twisted reality show.
I will. It's preferable to following an incompetent leader.
Okay, we're Team Masato, right? Her enthusiasm is overwhelming.
Well, the captains have been selected, so without further ado, it's time to start the draft. Captain Kuragane, you may pick your first minion.
Rui!
Well, that was quick. I get where he's coming from. Rui's thoughtful, but can be quick on her feet. She'd be a good selection. At the same time, I don't see the rush to pick her first. It's not like Elizabeth would ever select her.
A fair choice. Hayata is now aligned with the Harvard assassination crew. Captain Oshiro, it's your turn. You can pick 2 minions as per drafting rules.
Yeah.
Official drafting rules for laser tag?
No, that's how it works.
Can't hurt.
Oshiro, the clock's ticking.
So the usual mentality is the first person who gets the first pick, they're always going to pick the best player, so the second person gets 2 picks to compensate. Elizabeth rolls her eyes but glances between the remaining participants.
Misaki.
That's Kazuhaya for, the... Resistance! We're the Resistance!
What? Why the resistance?
I've always wanted to be a part of a Resistance. Kazuhaya has joined the Resistance.
We're not the resistance.
But I want to be a part of a Resistance.
It's up to me to choose whether you're in the resistance or not.
So, it is the resistance?
We're not a resistance!
Thankfully, the clamor dies when Yahiko raises a hand.
You may pick 1 more minion, unless you wish to give up your advantage.
Never.
Considering that getting her here was akin to pulling teeth, she's remarkably engaged in all the activities.
I choose.
It's gonna be
Her
you.
eyes pass over Akira and flinch at Yahiko for a few seconds, then flicker between me and Wanda. Wanda's a killer.
Yeah, get over here.
Damn it. Everyone falls to silence for a long moment. All that can be heard is the faint hum of the overhead lights.
I would have picked Wanda first.
You're serious?
What?
You weren't exactly happy with Yama earlier today.
Can't I pick who I want? I'm the captain.
You want him?
Not like that. I just want to win. Is that so wrong?
Again, why'd you pick us?
No, nothing wrong at all. Haha, guess we better get this show on the road, eh, folks?
Wait, who's he with?
He's just announcing right now.
Captain Kuragane, your selection, you may choose 2 minions.
Does he? I think he's back to normal.
Well, ain't you playing?
That I am.
Come on over to Harvard assassination crew.
Sweet.
As Yahiko skips on over, Rui gestures wildly to Masato, tiptoeing to whisper in his ear. After a brief second, he nods.
And the second one is Wanda.
He has a way better team.
Yeah, he does. Even with Yahiko. Actually, probably benefited from Yahiko. Yahiko can do anything, apparently. Wanda only blinks for a moment, but as Rui's friendly wave, she travels to Masato's group.
Which places Karube on the Resistance by default.
It's not the resistance.
So, without further ado, let's get this game underway. Don your gear, players. We'll see you on the fields of justice.
With that, Masato leads his group. Oh, shoot, I'm stepping on a wire. Masato leads his group to snatch up lightweight vests and goggles and dash into the back room. Elizabeth gathers us into the tight circle, her expression unreadable. She looks constipated.
Right. I believe it would be optimal. It would be of optimal efficiency to place 2 members on assault, 1 on defense, and 1 as an intermediary.
Okay?
Misaki, what do you think of defense?
Probably because she trusts Misaki the most.
Excellent idea.
That is a face.
Good.
Doesn't she always make that face?
Not always.
Yama and I shall lead assault.
Probably because she wants to keep an eye on me.
Akira?
Do whatever.
Leave it to me, top tier intermediary coming right up. What does an intermediary do?
As we have 2 members on assault, you'll mainly be covering for Misaki. However, Misaki will generally stay in one location while you run patrols. I'm
Gotcha.
on patrol. I'm on patrol. I'm on patrol.
Gotcha. Mediocre class intermediary coming right up.
Elizabeth clearly ignores this. Instead, she heads to the rack, tossing vests and goggles at us.
Yama,
Present. Yes, Your Royal Highness.
don't be stupid.
Can't make any promises, Your Royal Highness.
Although, that might prove to be too difficult for you.
Up yours. I feel inspired already.
Right. We've wasted enough time. Let's go.
Wait, what about the team chant?
We don't need one.
You're a bad leader. She moves to the door, but Akira tugs on her elbow.
We can't start a war without a chant. It would be a travesty.
Apparently, it would be a...
That's me. Apparently, it would be a travesty if we used our time efficiently.
Aw, come on. Team bonding is just as important as tactics and individual skill.
Not entirely wrong.
Fine. But make it quick.
Akira salutes her with a cheery wink and gathers us into a huddle. She speaks breathlessly, her eyes shining with enthusiasm.
A day may come when the courage of men fails.
Quickly, I said.
Blah, blah, blah. This day, we fight. Long live the resistance.
Ah, heck, why not? Long live the resistance!
Let's go, go, go. Deploy, deploy, deploy.
Is this like the paintball episode?
Oh my.
Oh, jeez. We bolt into the dark room in our
God.
vests. As we're swallowed in blackness, I slip my goggles over my eyes. The interface immediately switches on, providing me with the slick infographics and motion cursors. In the upper left, I see team portraits that light up as each member speaks. Looks like site code comes with comms. There's also a map, health count, ammo count, and location notifier, except I'm missing a bullet. Meh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whoa.
These are stunning!
Ooh, I've got to get me one of these.
I like how our team is comprised of at least one person for every voice actor. Are we in a classroom again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we're in a
No,
cafeteria.
that's the... Yeah. Presently, a hum washes over the large chamber, and the walls come to life with the images of the Academy Yes, let's start shooting up inside a school. This is just a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
It's America. No.
We're Japan!
Yeah. Whoa, a live simulation?
Lemniscate is truly ahead of their time.
Yeah, they're
Let's
already
get in-
predicting school shootings.
Let's get to our positions.
Despite her brusque words, her face is open in wonder. Seems like she's also a fan. As we head to our places, the intercom cuts in with a mechanical-sounding female voice.
Welcome to the Field Blue Team. This is a standard capture the flag game. Best of 1. Your Lemniscate site codes display your health. Let it fall too far, and you shall be disqualified for the rest of the match. You should also note that your ammunition is limited. Use it wisely.
Does that have anything to do with the title screen where there were bullets?
Yes.
As Akira and Misaki split towards our base on the rooftop, Elizabeth motions me to a corner at the perimeter. Oh, are we gonna make out? I was gonna make that joke.
Stop it! This is the way to their base.
I quickly glance at the minimap, confirms her claim. Where's our minimap? Oh, it's not much of a minimap. When the game starts...
That's
sorry.
me. When
I'm
the game
sorry.
starts, we go together, but cautiously.
Isn't it better to attack from 2 different directions?
Who's captain again?
Akira keeps saying that I'm captain. Oh, I see. You do want to make out.
Stop it! Bloody gallivanting mug! Off your trolley, stonking great ego.
What the hell?
Off your trolley stomping great ego. We're off to the Ministry of Silly Walks, we are. I can only grin at her as the intercom flickers to life.
All players are within their team zone. The game will begin in 10 seconds.
Cheerio to you, good chap.
Ellipses. 8 seconds.
I say, this ought to be a jolly good show.
Ellipses. 5 seconds.
She's gonna shoot us. I'm right knackered, I am.
Yama.
You called, Your Highness. She pauses for a moment, clearly struggling to keep a hold of herself.
Do you know why I put you on assault with me?
You're gonna shoot me, aren't you? To make me miserable?
Ellipses. Because for some reason, the tiniest part of me believed that you might actually be great at it.
Her words freeze me to the ground. My mind runs blank. I can only stare at her in disbelief.
0 seconds. The match has begun.
A high-toned bell rings through the room. Elizabeth turns her attention to the corridors.
Let's go.
She stalks to the courtyard. Even as I follow her, my thoughts are jumbled in my head. Great at it. Great at anything? How could I be great at anything? I can't even do anything mildly well. Great? And why would Elizabeth tell me so? The girl who hates my guts, the girl whose guts I hate. Why would she say that I could be great at something?
Stop!
She throws out her hand. It collides with my chest, sending a rush of sparks up my spine. I quickly step back, shaking the feeling off.
There. Yahiko Ikari.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. I turn to where she's pointing. Yahiko is seated on an artificial ledge, his gun on his lap. He's bait.
How foolish. He won't even be able to shoot back.
He's bait. Guess we better take care of him. I swiftly raise my gun, but Elizabeth slaps at my hand.
Hold your gun properly.
Excuse me, Your Highness. I didn't realize that laser tag had rules of combat.
It can only help your accuracy, you know.
That's a good point. She raises her own gun, her voice lowering to a concentrated whisper.
Steady breathing, proper stance, and grip are important. But a good trigger pull is what can make it or break it.
Her posture shifts carefully, as if gunning someone down was a common occasion. With laser-like focus, she finally moves her finger to the trigger. One sharp flick of the finger, the trigger clicks and Yahiko immediately jolts up, hands flying to his goggles.
Yow, somebody shot me.
That should have been a fatal shot.
Laser tag would be really short with fatal shots.
Oh, be useful and shoot something.
I obligingly poke my gun out of the hole and fire blindly. Okay, that's 3 missing ones.
Aha, there you are.
Not what I had in mind.
You have a mind?
Shut up and run.
Are we flirting?
I think?
We raced through the
I think-
obstacles. What?
I think all of our, routes are getting, a little bit of a...
We're getting kind of jumbled.
Yeah.
We race through the obstacles as shots sound all around us. Finally, we find an out-of-the-way corner where we pause to catch our breath.
So if these little parts are focusing on the roots, why do we have that big thing with Masato?
No. Ooh, maybe he's a
We're
root.
trying to figure that out.
What if?
Right, we must have a new... Oh, sorry, that's you.
Right, we must have a new plan.
Such as...
Hiko is the only person on defense, and we pass no intermediaries on our way here. Paired with Masato's personality, it's highly likely that 3 people are on assault.
Okay. So Misaki will be overrun,
They probably have the flag by now.
which means we need their flag right now. Oddly enough, I can respect her at the moment. She seems to know what she's doing. Well, where does that leave us?
Ellipses. We'll have to kill them off on their way back.
Dark.
Akira, come in. What's your status?
Ellipses.
I'm dead.
Akira!
Ellipses.
right. Their comms must have been shot before they could alert us.
You can shoot out someone's comms? I didn't think these were real bullet things.
We're on our own, Yama.
So, what's the plan? Camping?
You take the red flag and sprint back to our base as soon as possible. I'll hold them off while I can.
But that's suicide. She draws her chin up and gestures to the entrance.
Then it shall be a worthy sacrifice. Now go, and don't look back. Every passing second is a second wasted.
The pulsing warble of laser guns draw closer. I obligingly drive around the corner and scoop the flag into my arm as Elizabeth screams.
Long live the resistance! Or, yeah, there's that.
There's that. I was waiting if she was gonna do a war cry.
Yeah. Maybe she's taking this a little too seriously. Well, I guess it's up to me to get the flag to our base before Masato gets back with it to his. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. I sprint at full pace, winding through the simulated campus as I hear Elizabeth goading to the other team into chasing her. Doop-de-doo. With the flag in tow, I haphazardly make my way back to the base. I've only got so much time before Elizabeth is shot. I'm hit. Looks like Masato actually left someone behind as a guard. Oh no, it's Wanda.
Wanda!
I swing around just in time to see a small figure diving behind cover. Crap, my health is at 50% at the very least. I've still got a few chances left. Admittedly, laser tag would be pretty boring if it followed a one-shot, one-kill system. My grip on the pistol tightens as I peer from my little refuge. I line up my aim so that if the guard emerges, I have a chance to take them down first. Oh god, they're everywhere. Can't react fast enough. Neither of those shots hit when the guard darted from cover to cover. 4 shots left, and it feels like I couldn't hit them even if my gun was full. I'm down to 25% of my health, maybe 20 meters away from capturing the flag. After all of Elizabeth's hard-earned work, too. Ah, screw it. I charge for the back table, ignoring the danger behind me. Standing around like this, that is just going to get me killed. I dive behind the nearest piece of cover as I hear the enemy's laser pistol blare to life. It's down to the wire now. Final chance, right? I stand up, blindly firing my remaining shots at the figure that's just a few feet away. Bang, 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 bang. Figure drops their gun in defeat as a dead icon pops up over them.
I'm dead.
With that, Harry places her gun on a nearby bench and pulls out a peach to munch on without a second thought. I'm sorry, Wanda does that. Apparently getting killed doesn't mean much. That was somewhat anticlimactic, especially given how lucky I was to have shot her despite me firing haphazardly. Beggars can't be choosers, though. I promptly plant the red flag in our stand. It glows in response, and after a second of humming, clicks into place. A clear, high tone brings the game to a close.
Game over. Victory, blue team.
The hell?
Please exit the room.
But I got the flag!
Please stop arguing with an artificial voice and exit the
Oh,
room.
what?
Glad it's got personality. Masato's grumbling is prominent, but I noticed dark shapes converging at the exit. Guess I'd better follow them. It takes a few moments to adjust to the blinding sunlight. Still, everyone seems to be fairly happy. Everyone except Masato, of course.
We're the rightful winners.
Well, we would have been if someone didn't go on a wild goose chase instead of returning the flag.
I was gonna. As soon as I caught up with the trash talker, I mean.
Then you probably shouldn't complain.
Amidst the commotion, I noticed that Elizabeth is strangely quiet. I was expecting her to gloat with her victory, maybe toss in a few snappish better-than-thou comments here and there. But she's just standing by the map, a faraway look in her eyes as her lips are pulled into a smile.
Well, it couldn't be helped. We have the best leader, you know.
I bet Yama took charge.
Oh no, we were led to victory beneath the banner of the wise Elizabeth Ashiro. She came up with all those fancy tactics and everything.
To everyone's surprise, Elizabeth blushes slightly and lowers her head.
Really? Good job.
Thank you.
Somehow, those simple words feel like more than a compliment.
Yeah, let's keep going. I'll get my revenge.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Thankfully, the conflict feels teasing rather than biting. I return to the map with a smile to pick out the next destination. And we'll have to find out what that next destination is next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast, Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series, Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!